through clearing through stacks again.
Well, here he comes, in towards the mid lane, starts with Chwan, goes for the stun, Moo starts with the Spirit Siphons, Weeha, he needs help, he's TPing in right now in the form of the Bounty Hunter, but Weeha, how much life? The stun rate down from Kaka, he'll trigger the dust, which actually reveals the Bounty Hunter, he can't get the kill over on the Phoenix, and now may lose his own life, the stun from Chwan will connect the tower to attack damage, also doesn't do enough. Weeha may possibly actually just walk straight away safely.
Moo was picking up the rune, so he wasn't around.
Now the stun, Weeha came back in again, the stun rate's gonna turn on, and Weeha, he is gonna burn right now. Like an Englishman in the sun, he will die underneath the tier 1 tower.
Like Slark, because Batrider can't abuse him. In fact, how? If he gets this pounce, he might even get the kill. Moo's trying to juke it out, but not going to be able to get it. Pounce land, and that should be a free kill.
Perfect spill damage. This is Newbee. We had game number 1 was pretty dominant inside. Now the middle lane, the fight's going to keep going. Moo wants to force it down a little bit harder. And Exodus still got a couple of seconds left. Resolution burning. Kaka, the damage is too much. Misery trying to glimpse him away. You'll still end up losing the death prophet here. Towards the mid. The Bounty's been sitting at the back lines, but here they go again. Realizing the Weeha's going to hit yet on. Moo now rotates over, looking for the kill over on Chwan. The stun rate is so much until the glimpse pulls it far enough away. Weeha gets back up the hill. Now the cooldown. They connect. You've already brought down the Lion thanks to the Batrider. And with the damage, have they got enough going underneath the tower? Kaka's going to drop. You've got the support from DC. Moo is still burning inside the Firefly, but he wants the kill over on Moo. The Firefly will run out. They get a revenge kill over on the Batrider, but DC trying to preempt that movement from Newbee. They had the more. And in fact, now with a pull up from KP, like Resolution can see him, Misery would have to get the perfect glimpse on him. KP is having a very long walkout with the ulti. This time around, Time Walk won't allow you to escape, but with extra support coming in from Newbee. Resolution, the Sun Ray goes a little bit wild trying to heal up KP as opposed to finding the kill and then the perfect chrono. It catches out Misery and makes sure that any TPing support from DC would not be able to affect the outcome of that, aka with it, they'll definitely take it. This is at the same time as Newbee rotated and moved to sides. They know Chwan's in the tree line, just the way this smoke broke, that it was just very obvious that Chwan was there. The Impale will only hit over on Misery, and with a creep skip from Moo, that tier 1 tower will end up going down.
Resolution's not going to expect this one. It's an early Shadow Blade.
Oh, with the run forward, the call down, Resolution tries to create space, but KP makes sure he's going nowhere. Again, very deep on the chronosphere, but still ensuring that one hero is caught inside of it.
Yeah, look at that trade-off. DC rotated 4 heroes to top lane with the smoke, got a support in a tier 1, but Newbee immediately responded to mid lane with their Shadow Blade, gank up the Gyrocopter, much better kill, and will now be able to take the tier 1 themselves, because how can DC fight without their primary team fighter, the Gyrocopter? He's supposed to be that 15-minute monster that allows you to bully the enemy team, but he's not here.
Yeah, even if he comes back to life again, that cooldown is still on cooldown for another 21 seconds. And AP, like he's just hovering around. There's no chronosphere available, but how? Okay, the Glyph's going to come back into it, so that's going to be at least a nice little thing. But the tier 1 tower was still brought down. And the trade-off was the fact that Bounty Hunter got picked on the back line. He walked in range of the sentry ward. So it's still a lot more trade-off. Okay, this is nice. A glimpse on Moo. That Nova is well out of position. You do not have that for the fight. This is a good one for DC. Now with the cooldown, KP has a Time Walk it out. Moo's in close until the Sunray and Kaka. They're just burning DC. Misery wants to run, but okay, a little bit of life. It's not going to be enough. Kaka will dive himself forward. So even with invasion up towards the Radiant Secret Shop, they're hoping they can catch the Batrider and then just force into the buildings.
They knew the Batrider was farming up that camp. He now shows himself in lane. Matt TPs might actually counter this, but it's not enough.
Oh, they're bringing it in, and okay, they actually pull it back out again. They don't want to go for it. Phoenix is removed from this fight. You have Faceless Void available with Chronosphere, and with a finger stun, they're already killing off Misery. So you're taking a huge controlling hero from DC. They want to get a revenge onto the Lion. Chwan will trigger off the dust, but there's no one to really follow up, but everyone's rotated. And there's KP. They catch out Weeha in that top river, and even a double damage from Hal, just to make this fight even better for him. Weeha, TP out won't happen. The Yules will end up canceling him. Kaka, they're on the front line. Say goodbye to Weeha. Newbee just rotating so quickly, they realize tier 1 tower, they don't see the movement coming up from Newbee in towards the mid. It still doesn't stop Weeha being slowed down by that one of Atos and into the Sunray. Weeha just can't walk away. They commit the Chronosphere as well. They really want that DK down, and they're able to claim him. Kaka is not a healthy man, but he's still able just to jump himself out, but the Bounty Hunter is not so lucky. Easy rotation from Newbee on the back of the Exorcism. They're going to head into the pit. And Roshan looks prime for the taking here for Newbee.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. You use Exorcism to be able to win a fight, and then you can just transfer straight into the Roshan pit with half of that Exorcism still up. This should be a free Aegis, and Newbee can continue to fight at this point. They don't have to wait and like farm up at all and try and finish up on Scotty. They could do that, right? They could naturally just let this game stall out and the Swart will out carry the gyrocopter in a 1-to-1 and everything else of Newbee actually scales really well.
He still wants it. He still wants it.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Yep. No. Yep. Okay.
know,
Died
they
at
know.
neutrals. That's not. You can't deny a courier that way.
They
Okay. Hello, bounty hunter. Why do I feel like we literally just watched fate?
Yeah, this is getting worse.
Resolution.
Oh, but Zoxa, he's going to be found again. Chuan manages to grab him with a gem, just needs a little bit more mana, and then takes him out with a finger.
A little too easy.
They're going to quickly wrap around into mid and catch Digital Chaos unsuspecting.
The smoke's going to break. Disruptor walked in just close enough for it. Well, they don't realize it's just how many heroes are behind him. KP now right behind Resolution. He's got the chrono. This time he commits it just on the edge of it. And Resolution, his days are over. No way to get out of that one. He lets the cooldown go just for good measure.
Which is obviously DC's biggest counter to him, but...
Oh, he found a different one. He found the Bounty Hunter. And with the Dark Pack damage, only just enough... Okay, no it wasn't. I was thinking with one shot he had just enough life to survive. And now the Glimpse gonna drag Hal back, but Pounce's stress goes away. They currently, as far as like observer wards go on the map, I don't see, actually, is there any wards? Doesn't really matter when you also find that kill. Hal making it look way too easy.
Again, Hal securing his lead, picking up the BKB. He's going to sit on the front lines. He's going to pop that smoke, I think.
Well, they haven't done it yet.
Oh, they're actually...
Silver Edge, they move all the way in towards the pit. The Shiva's guard's out.
Yeah,
now break, and there is a three-man corner catching him out. We are inside the pit. The Travis preventing from Sean, hitting them all. This is DC, 1 foot in the grave, and they're about to be buried by Newbee inside the pit. Weehar's gonna burn down as well, and this will leave the last man standing. Resolution, he is on the wrong side of the river, and he's on MCT as a team wipe. Newbee will advance 2-1 against DC. There's still massive props to DC. They took a game off Newbee.
I mean, that by itself was impressive. It shows the promise of Digital Chaos, but Newbee as a whole very clearly the dominant team here. Game 1 and Game 3, super one-sided. So much so that one team fight, not even a push or anything like that, is what forces DC to call it in both of those 2 games. So Newbee, again, still look like the strongest team in the tournament. A little bit of weakness there in game number 2. I think they did make some mistakes. DC were able to capitalize off of that one.